Yo, what's up, everybody? Paul Greene-Dennis here, aka Deep Green, and it is late Saturday night, and I figure, you know what? I was trying to make a new intro video, and it's my first foray into it. It's from a acapella intro I made. I just slapped on them. I slapped on one of my banners on it. It's not perfect, but you know what? I figured why not? Let's test it out, see how it goes. So, as you see in the title, uh, this is a chill Saturday. Ask me anything if you are in the stream. I'll just chill out here while I'm doing stuff. And, yeah, just a chill Saturday. Chill Saturday night. Got church in the morning, my church job early in the morning. And, yeah. So that's what's up. Uh-huh. So if you are here, say what's up, where you are. Let me close this. All right. So yeah, if you are here on the stream, this is a Ask Me Anything stream, just chilling. And yeah. So say what's up. So if you want to say hi, say hi. Ask me anything. Just chilling for this Saturday night. Take it nice and easy. Nice and easy. First things first, hopefully you can also hear me. And why not? Ask me anything. Even when the world's going to shit. And let's see. World's going to shit. Iran's trying to negotiate with lunatics. If you ask me, I mean, I wouldn't have let them go. Keep it going. Here's how I look at it this way. I'm gonna kind of make a DC reference here. Iran should not attempt to be Batman when the Joker is in their backyard. And why I say that, because Batman has this ethos, or this creed, that we do not kill. Well, that's been his biggest weakness when it came to the Joker, because the Joker just doesn't fucking care. Eventually, the Joker, how many times does the Joker have to kill somebody? Kill whoever, how many he's killed? I'm going to kill again. I'll stop you from doing what you're doing before, but I'll keep coming back. And I'll keep coming back. And I keep coming back. And mind you, he's deranged as is, which I'm making this reference because Israel and the United States Zionist government, all these Zios are the Joker itself, especially the United States and Israel with their murderous history of their foreign policy because they only know gunboat diplomacy. I'm going to talk to you in your face, but now I'm gonna kidnap you, kill you, kill your top generals, scientists, leaders, overthrow you. Meanwhile, we're just talking. We're just talking. But yeah, genocide as you don't talk, you don't reason with lunatics. You don't reason with them. If I'm Iran, I'm gonna be like, because not only that, now that you're when these ceasefire is for Israel and especially the U.S. to regroup. I'm not giving a lunatic a chance to regroup once they're on their heels. I'm not giving you that chance. Because the moment you settle down, Israel only knows one thing. You cease, we fire. Same with the United States. But yeah, I wouldn't have done these. Honestly, I would make them accept this shit by force because that's the only thing they understand. It's the only thing they understand is force and gunboat diplomacy. That's the only thing they understand is gunboat diplomacy, kidnapping, war, and overthrowing your governments to get what they want. They don't understand actually talking in business. Not just business, but talking to negotiate and actually do good business. Why do you think most countries said, Spain today, actually, as a matter of fact, from what I understand, the United States said, we don't fucking need you, Spain, since you want to support our war against Iran. You want to close off your bases to us for us. Who the fuck do you think you are? Spain's like, not only are we not going to support you for this war, we'll go talk to China. We'll go talk to China. Because they actually are reasonable people. They're sane people. So yeah, you don't reason with lunatics. I think the only way to negotiate, if you will, the United States and Israel started this war. Finish this. Purge them out of the Middle East entirely. Decolonizing Middle East entirely. Of their presence. And especially when it comes to Israel, there will be no such thing as peace. They do not understand what a ceasefire is. To them, you cease, we continue firing. If you let up, they will disrespect you, especially with Lebanon. They literally do a whole genocidal campaign to straight bomb you, carpet bomb you. That's all they understand. So you shouldn't have let up at all. But yeah, if this is anybody who has any questions, ask me anything. Ask me anything. I also did this once again just because I decided to try a new video intro. It's my first foray into it. And yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Hmm. And the whole Eric Swalwell thing. I have a couple of friends, especially as a voice actor. I worked with a couple of I work. I made a couple. I know a couple people in California, voice actors and others, who are just like, now what with Eric Swalwell, who he's a mini Epstein himself, which the whole government is. And one of these colleagues I know of on Facebook, not going to say who it is, but just out of respect, he said we need another Democrat because again, he's got MAGA derangement syndrome, not just Trump, but MAGA derangement syndrome, which again, MAGA is finished because they're all cultists. They're all cult. And he said we need to find a new Democrat. And I chimed in for governor, and I chimed in with, how about you just leave the duopoly altogether? Because there really is no difference between Democrats and Republicans. And not for nothing, California, a heavy liberal state, had under Democrat leadership as with the governors, they've destroyed California for the past, I don't know, counting 20, 30 years. And it wouldn't matter if you put a Republican in there. How about you leave the duopoly altogether? There's somebody who's already up to the 5% threshold and named Butchware. Try this out. Let's not, again, I said it with the insanity with Joker, who's insane. Don't be insane and go back into the system. You need to abandon it altogether. Go third party. Go third party with Butchware. And they're saying, you know what? Even if we don't get another Democrat, we need to get somebody that's progressive. You need to leave the duopoly altogether. Go third party. Go Butchware. I mean, don't go back into the well. That's insanity at this point. So yeah, don't go back into the well with another Democrat for governor in California. Go third party. Look into Butchware for governor of California. And if you're saying, well, we don't like third parties, I'm like, do you want more of the same, what you've been getting? Because it won't matter if you had, I don't know, Eric Swalwell, Gavin Newscum, Katie Alkersa, her whole entire staff out Porter, plus a whole bunch of other problems. And leave it all together. Go outside the establishment. Go third party. For once. Enough with a third party handed us so and so, probably a Republican. Shut up with that fucking nonsense. It's over. It is over. Shut up. Oh, and by the way, that's the same party that is beholden to Israel, Democrats, or NATO. So your money, especially when they're charging you exorbitant amounts of gas for gas, also because of this fucking war. And that's another thing. They're not really opposed to this war in Iran. They're just opposed to how Trump went about it. But they cheerlead for this war. They're all for Israel. They're pro-Israel, cheering for this war. So why go back into that well for a Democrat? Which is probably why half everything in California is so fucking expensive. I mean, it's everywhere in this country, but especially California. Gas, oil, I imagine, housing, which you have a housing crisis. I live in New York, and it's definitely true out here as well. Ugh. Mm. And especially, um, people are getting ready to say, yeah, AOC is a good candidate for 2028. First of all, she supports Israel. She's a Zionist. She has some of the worst foreign policy I think I've ever seen. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think I could pull it up. Can I pull it up? Um, I think I could pull it up. I think I can pull it up. AOC. There you go. I think I could pull this up. Fucking insane. Um, Hold on. AOC, let me try to make it more. Foreign policy. AOC, foreign policy. Yeah. First of all, when you have a foreign policy advisor like Matt Duss, hold up. Let me share this screen. Hold on. Wait a second. Where to go? There we go. Okay. Just want to make sure I had it all right. Okay. go. There we go. Now, do you want somebody like this right here who says this? Come on. Come on. Come on. Who says this? This is AOC. This is like when it comes to foreign policy, why we need to lance this genocidal state off them. We just need to be done with them. Do you want this woman as your president? You're hopeful, who says basically blaming Israel for America's forever wars is bad history that leads to anti-Samantha and undermines the existentially important project of reforming U.S. foreign policy. The main problem is in Washington, not in Jerusalem or anywhere. That couldn't be any more false. Just couldn't be any more false. And this is, hold on. This wasn't the only one. Yeah. Wait. I know that. You know what? It's AOC. I think this is in NATO. I'm trying to find it. I know it's there. AOC, NATO. NATO. Okay. AOC, NATO. I remember. I could be wrong. I know I've seen it. I remember she basically could not give an answer. Just could not give an answer. A coherent answer that was asking, will you put boots on ground in China if you have to? She just could not answer this question. Just could not answer it to save her life. She's like, you know, it was it was insanity. Where the hell is it? Oh, and they of course oppose Iran. They're pro-Israel for this war. It's just and then Medicaid for all. She fucking flaked. I believe when they tried to do a force to vote, she fucking flaked. Where the hell is it at? You know, it might have been. It wasn't just NATO. I might have to type in AOC China. No. China. There it is. Okay. I think. Did I find it? Did I find it? No. Damn. I didn't find it. Damn. Damn it, man. I know I've seen that video. I've literally seen that video. All right. I'm going to have to go on YouTube to find that video. I've seen this damn video. I know I've seen this video. I know I've seen this video. AOC, foreign policy. It was right here. You know what? Was it this video? All right. You know, I hate showing anything Fox, but here we go.
2028 Democratic hopefuls were seen uniting and bashing President Trump's leadership on the stage at the Munich Security Conference over the weekend. Take a listen.
Donald Trump is doubling down on stupid. He's trying to recreate the 19th century. His code red.
Shut up.
Joining us now, young voices.
Inconvenient populations.
American leadership in this space.
In the West, we'd look the other way for inconvenient populations, whether it is threatening our allies to colonize Greenland, whether it is...
I have to say, AOC, for me, came in dead last. She completely...
Oh, my God. Damn, I can't find... I know I've seen it. Might have been a short. I mean, holy Jesus. Right here.
And should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
You know, I think that this is such a, you know, I think that this is a, this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States. And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point. And we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
And should the U.S. actually commit...
Oh, my God. She couldn't even answer the damn question. The answer should have been, well, of course, she was at a bunch of NATO, in front of NATO people, her allies. If you were the same person, the answer should be, fuck no. We will not commit to put troops on the ground in China or anywhere. She couldn't. And she cheered, and she's, again, another Israel shill. that does it basically for free. God knows how many Israel bills for Israel she's passed, especially for the defensive budget for Israel. Like, oh, and this is who we want for president. People are like, AOC. And then, especially if you're a man, just prepare for this to happen because AOC, they're going to lump us all together because she's Latina, she's a person of color, and they're going to lump us all together. Oh, y'all don't want a sister? No. Again, and I said this when we were at Red Lobster before with Kayla Maupin, and we got together after the No Kings on parade, intervening in that. I felt good intervening in that parade. With no war, hands off Iran. And I'm going to say it again. Just be prepared. And just be prepared for when that. Why you not voting for AOC? You don't want to vote for a no, we don't want to vote for that lady. Stop getting to your identitarian politics. They're going to pull out the misandrists are all going to come out with these liberals. They're going to come out in full force. In full force. So why don't you vote for AOC? Her foreign policy is trash. She's a cheerleader for Israel. And she's for all these forever wars in NATO. Which all that money, once again, could come back to the United States for health care, which she flaked out on. Health care for Medicare for all, she flaked out on. When they were trying to do the force to vote in 2020, flaked out on that one. The whole entire squad really flaked out and then become a bunch of fucking sellouts. And another thing, got another one. And for all those going to come out for Jasmine Crockett too as well, there was a bill, and it reminded me of Epstein, that Democrats, well, it was almost the whole entire damn House, that was passed to I forget what specifically it was really called for, to hold Congress accountable for sexual misconduct, basically, right? There was a bill passed while in the midst of, I think it was the very throes of the very beginning of the war in Iran, the very beginning of this war, last month, very, very, very beginning, while it was going on, in which, and it was also in light, if I'm not mistaken, because of the Eric Swalwell, when the Eric Swalwell situation happened, that there was a bill passed that to hold congresspeople accountable for sexual misconduct. Guess who voted nay for that? AOC. Jasmine Crockett, if I'm not mistaken. Almost, I'm going to think all the Republicans, a vast majority of the Democrats too. AOC was part of that. Rashida Tlaib, I know for a fact, was part of it. And it was insane. So you want to protect pedophiles. You're all complicit in protecting pedophiles. That's who you want to be president? That's who you want to be when you say misandrist? I'm going to pull that out. And I'm voting third party. Whoever is in the running for third party, I will do my due diligence. I will vote them as president. As long as and I'm a vet for them, what their politics are, but chances are I will look heavily more into third party. But then be like, well, AOC is here. AOC is just, I can already see it coming. The next darling. And people are going to forget these things. We need to keep that in the as a reminder. I was supposed to ask me anything, but I went on this rant. But I felt I had to. So the Eric Swalwell, he's just another one in the list, because it doesn't matter when Congress will protect and the whole entire government will protect their Epsteins. And AOC is no different. Hakeem Jeffries, Rashida Tlaib, Jasmine Crockett, they're all no different. And they'll be like, how dare you go after them? Well, you could have passed a bill that would have made Congress be held accountable if they're caught with sexual misconduct, which you voted nay for. You voted nay for. Let's keep that as a reminder, especially with the Epstein files going on. And then we also have Melania Trump. Oh, Melania. I did not know Epstein. Right. Listen to that video. You sounded just like Bill Clinton. Funny where you feel like you got that from. Crooked old Swick Willie Bill. You know, yeah. I'm going to call it at that for a night. I'll try this again another time. Also want to just do another test run on my intro video. And possibly another reading. But yeah, I felt like I had to get that one across. Have a good night.